Well, okay then. Let's see if we can get you sorted on the Hoyoung. I remember that IGN. I see it in Ursa sometimes.
Yeah.
Next 5 and 15 or Shining. You have 14 bill. And what's your weekly income?
About 10 bill currently.
Weekly plus income. Oh yeah, 10 bill. Yeah. So Shining. I guess we're projecting on a 24th. So
Yeah.
hopefully you'll be closer to 30 by then.
Yeah, maybe I can push out a few more totems if I feel like it, but I'm looking at probably 30. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the actual announcement, but then everyone's gonna be pushing out like crazy, especially
Yeah.
with the vac pets they have now, right? So
Mm-hmm.
are probably already noticed if you're training. There's some peak occupancy going on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
4 boss moves, 15 fodder.
Yeah, I want to get my boss meals up first before kind of focusing on my main so I can have more income down the line, like just investing in them first.
Okay.
And then I know on my main I only have 17 CRA, like, so I know I should push that. And then I'm just wondering like whether to go Absols versus Arcanes since I'm doing like a hard Lucid, hard Will and stuff. Like I could get drops and I'm getting like, a decent amount of droplets and everything from training and then the stones from the bosses. So I'm just wondering if like should I just sit on my 17s until I can 17 my Arcanes, or do I try to go for like 20 Absols?
Now, if you're already doing the bosses, I would sit on what you have.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you have the weapon already.
Yeah, just this past Friday I got the weapon, cape, and glove.
Weapon, cape, and glove. Oh, so you're already 3-piece? But you
Yeah, I
haven't
haven't
upgraded
started
the other
Forest.
two. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the page.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so your spare flames are going in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they already have some potential, so you can at least move in without making a
Yeah.
huge downgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday was my DMT day, and I got the Absols perfectly in time for just to throw some cubes at him.
Yeah. Arcanes, you mean, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess the bossing moves right now, I don't know what you've done on them, but I guess their potential now is pretty limited.
I've done their WSC, a few of their rings, because a few of them have event rings from before. And then everything else is pretty much just like epic, waiting to be transferred in.
Yeah, so just some 220s. Yeah. And you trying to include Lotus and Damien, or just everything below Lotus, basically?
At some point, I want to do Lotus and Damien, but right now I'm doing everything below.
Yeah.
Like they all can.
Yeah. And now that's like 30 minutes, or?
Yeah.
You want to get it closer to like a 20-minute run.
Yeah, so I can probably throw in the Lotus and Damien in there.
Yeah. Down to 20-minute, and then 5-minute Lotus, 5-minute Damien added,
Yeah.
and then you can do it full in 30 minutes. Yeah. Okay. And did you invest in the WSE in them as well? Like with the
Yeah, I did.
DMT? Okay. So that's all legendary?
Yeah. Except the Adele, her secondary is like a triple prime unique boss damage attack. So
yeah, okay.
I didn't want to reroll that.
Yeah, that's a fun keep. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, and then your main is at 17. But you're doing hard. Okay, you're doing hard bosses like this, and you feel like you're carrying your weight, and you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of boss damage, but I guess
Yeah, I wonder if I should re-roll the potential on the Arcane fan, or just kind of hold it for a bit.
Do you need the crit at all?
I do, but it's not really necessary because I can move my Legion board around.
What's your... Right, yeah, now you're harder into boss damage, yeah. You're pretty close to 8k. Maybe keep it like this until you hit 8k, and then you can more easily get into the crit, and then you can freely reroll the weapon.
Okay.
You haven't been using the weapon at all, right? Because of the...
I have, when I got it, I tried it, like, even though it was just 12 star, I tried it in Culvert, and my score went up like 100 points, but I mean...
Yeah, ideally you want to make sure that when you switch, you make like a huge switch, right?
Yeah.
Well, because my main issue or whatever with this is that you're gonna have, well, you have a damage line on your emblem, which makes it look better than 3-line attack, but it isn't, right? Because you're optimizing for bosses.
No, yeah, it's not.
And then that's gonna also aid in the diminishing returns on the boss damage on your secondary, and that's gonna aid in the diminishing returns on your boss damage on your weapon. So purely potential wise, it's not worth like equipping into. You want at least just like 23 attack, or like prime attack 40 boss, something like that to switch into, I would say. Especially once you hit AK Legion, because then the crit line is just completely dead. And and you have too much boss damage. If you add in like boss familiars or something, then you're really missing out on a lot of attack, because you see the base attack of the Fen, right, already now is 489.
It's massive,
and it still has 5 stars to go at least, so it should blow the Abzo completely out of the water. And right now it doesn't quite do that yet. So, but yeah, I understand you want to get the boss meals online first, so you can get that weekly income up, and then you can. Go a little bit harder on it. But yeah, Shining Star should help you at least get to 17. But yeah, I'm always a fan of making those huge singular upgrades, because like even if you get it to 17, then it'll probably already be significant enough of an upgrade to switch. And then if you work on the potential to be another jump, but then you're taking 2 smaller jumps rather than one big one, right? But yeah, financially sometimes you have to, I guess, if your hands are tied. But yeah, I would definitely roll, and I mean, eventually re-roll the secondary as well, right? Because at this point, it's basically like a double prime boss with no 3rd line.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also not bad, but I guess the whole WSE rolling it past this can get pretty expensive, and yeah, the weapon pot is definitely, I guess after the, after the priorities you talked about. Stuff for second priority. Yeah, I mean, with whatever money you have left, I would throw that at CRA, like you're saying. I would just go one star.
Just all of it, just throw it all.
I mean, well, I probably want to keep some for the potential for the weapon, but if with that kind of income, you can make, like, if you just wait 1 or 2 weeks, you can already throw money at the weapon, right, and get a decent potential. So. If there is a Starforce event like that going on, and you're basically getting double the efficiency on your cash, I would pretty much throw everything at it, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully you can get like 19 star, all 3 pieces or something.
So, and then before doing the CRA, should I get 17 on my arcane weapon?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I'll do arcane weapon first, and probably the other 2 arcane pieces as well. Because you've already like dipped in, right, with the potential, so you might as well just go all the way so you can make the switch, because even 3 piece is going to be an upgrade, assuming that the flames track eventually, but the superior set bonus is just going to take over, and I guess your superior belt is at 16 as well, which can go up to 17.
Yeah, I transfer that in. Because I only bought it like a week ago.
Well, congrats on the 4 set.
Yeah.
You had to buy it?
Helix
that's unlucky.
Yeah, I did Helix for like 3 months, and there was only 1 earring drop I had, and then so I was like, I'll just buy it. Like,
yeah, the RNG is just so rough. We went so long doing like a bunch of Helix trades, seeing like 1 equip and like 6 runs a day for a few weeks. And then there was one random day where I exchanged with Rufa, and there was an earring drop and a bell drop like back to back, and it's like, okay, that's just how the game works, I guess.
Yeah, like my arc has a full 4 set superior already, and it's only been like a few weeks, and it's so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you do a lot of characters, so you just follow the path of least resistance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do weapon first, and then the 2 other arcanes and your belt, and then throw everything at CRA that you have left. Yeah. See if you can get some 18s, 19s out of that.
And how do you feel about the Abso hat? Like, if I would use the arcane weapon, do you think Abso hat's worth it at all, or?
Nah, because you're gonna switch out of it too quickly again. Plus Abso replacements. I mean, the ideal way to go for a high star Abso would be to get a high star CRA and transfer hammer into it anyway. And yeah, it would just be weird. It's basically because the set bonus got changed so much, right? Because the set bonus is not as top heavy, it's just not really an alternative anymore. which is kind of cool
Okay.
because you don't have to worry about it at all anymore. You can just kind of safely ignore it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, you think that's enough?
Yeah, I just needed like a direction, right? Like I knew kind of where I was headed, but I just needed a path, right?
Yeah. Are you going Abzo and the other mules?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
All of them have full set Abso currently.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. You just did like exchange carry for a while with Helix with Lotus for a while.
Yeah, and then a couple of them like I struggle partied with them.
Mm-hmm. Was that difficult to find, or was that a lot of you feel like a lot of people are trying to do that?
I did it with guildmates and like
Mhm.
my bossing party for like my main. Like we all just had mules from the
Right.
terror burnings and stuff, so we just struggle together.
Yeah, and you know the mechanics already, so it's
Yeah,
it's
and like
nice.
we know each other knows the mechanics, so we can rely on each other to not die out, right?
To not fuck up, yeah, to not stand underneath all the Lotus platforms,
Yeah,
like with a random group can definitely happen.
yeah. 6 platforms can drop and all of them disappeared.
Yeah,
Like,
you're like,
it's
guys,
bad.
platforms. Everyone starts floating.
Yeah.
Everyone starts up jumping, holding on for dear life. Yeah. People who didn't take blink. Well, yeah, up jump blink is really safe now, right? In Lotus, so even if all the platforms break, you should still be able to get out of the way. Buttercomb, Dark Knight, Marksman, Hayato changing to Buck. That's a job change I haven't seen before. Hoyoung,
Yeah.
Nightler. Alright, so you just like a group of people, no real meta slaves, so I
Nope.
get a Night Lord in there, I guess, but other than that, too much just people playing what they want to play.
Yeah.
And how's
We all have fun
Versilla?
together.
Normal Versilla, how's that been going?
We've tried a couple times. Didn't go too well, but we haven't really tried for a couple weeks now.
It's got lots of HP.
Yeah.
It's pretty much hard Versilla, like it's three bars of HP. No, is it 3 versus 4 or 4 versus 5? I don't know, but it's only like 1 bar HP less. So it's very close to the real deal, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the... So, like, the advice of taking the Absos further, I would say... Let's say that you had your main character, like in the 260s, and that you had a few other characters that were getting, like, approaching 250. You would try to get, like, an arcane weapon, and then the rest just, like, high star Abso, I would say. Because, well, you know the cost of droplets, right? And you have enough droplets to supply one character, but once you start trying to supply extra characters, the initial investment, plus, 17 is going to be where you're stuck for quite a while. Rather like 21ing fodder and just throwing into 20-star Absos is cheaper, safer, and easier, especially to like the scale up on multiple characters. But but for your main character, I think it's fine to just move into that arcane, get full 17 arcanes. It'll easily replace the 17 Abso, and then if you get armor boxes later, then you can have backups and maybe try to bump some things up to 19. The thing with the boxes, of course, you only have a week for the box, so that really sucks. I wish they were like a month or something, because if there's an event and you're like, okay, I want to try to get, if there's an event and you have a box, then you can just be like, okay, I'm gonna get a piece to 18. It works. Okay, move on to the next one. It works. Okay, move on to the next one. Oh, the next one booms. Okay, use the box for that. Get it back up to 17, and now you gain 2 stars, right? But if you get a box out of nowhere, then you have to basically start gambling off event to try to make star gains, which is inefficient. Probably still more efficient because the box backup is worth like 4.5 bill of droplets, right? But it's kind of forcing you to do it off event, which means it's not as efficient, but it's still pretty cool in the beginning, because if you get lucky, you could keep maybe all 4 armors from 17 to 19 just because you have the one box as a backup safety. So that is pretty cool. Try to do that with my shoe on my on my hero 20-star Abso first attempt boom. So now he has a 17-star arcane shoe. So hopefully you have more luck and more attempts there than just one.
Oh no, I have no luck with star forcing.
Yeah, no.
0.
So everything past
Like
17 has been a disaster.
I haven't even tried past 17.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's where that's. I would say that's the only place. I mean, depending on where you are in the game, of course, but that's the only place where your luck really, really matters.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think my Star Force costs are like 50 bill right now. It's
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't really kept track because it's depleted over so many characters, so I don't even know.
yeah.
But I love when I'm Star Forcing that I keep failing up to 15 and that it's just horrible. Because in my experience, if you just fail like, if you fail 6 or 7 times before you even get to 10, I like that. Like I don't mind spending, because what is that? That's like an extra 10 mil or something, right? Like I don't care. That's like 1/15th of an attempt at 18 stars or something. So I don't give a shit. If I fail a whole bunch before 15, the only downside is that if you're it kind of makes you feel like the item could boom at any time because you've been stuck on the same item for too long. But once you start suffering past 17 a lot, your opinion is going to change on that. You either want it to like boom immediately or go. Like either way, it has to go fast. If the worst part is if it gets stuck forever and you're just ping-ponging back and forth and you're eating billions and you're going nowhere. Because then in the end, either you've spent all your money and gotten nothing, or in the end it still booms and you spent a whole lot of money and you end up with less than what you started with, and that which is the worst case scenario. So best case is that you like boom quickly, okay, you get back up to 17, boom, you're done. At least you have all your money left for next time, you know? Or you go up quickly and then boom, you're done, and then you made a great upgrade. Like those are the two scenarios that you love, not the one where it just keeps going up and down and up and down and rip money. Because with arcanes, if you're going past 17 arcanes, that's when you'll notice that, yeah, you'll just be clicking, and then before you know it, 50 bill is just evaporated in like a matter of minutes. It goes that fast. That's why CRA is a good first start past 17, because at least it's 150, so it's not as crazy on the prices.
It's 150 and you have like hundreds and hundreds of fodders. Right?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about the backups at all. That's a real load off. Okay, so nothing else I can help you? Yeah, I see you kept a bunch of the backups for the Abzo, so I think you can probably make some room on that. I mean, only if it's getting in the way, of course, but yeah, if you feel like
I'd probably just get rid of them.
Yeah, probably. But maybe on the other characters, you know, if you're planning to scale up there eventually.
Yeah, they all have like all the Ranmaru stuff waiting to be transferred in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 8K Legion will give you a lot more liberty on the Legion board, and then that'll give you the definite green light. But yeah, I'm super excited for seeing you with your weapon if it's 17 and you actually get the like attack lines that you want on it. It's going to be such a huge increase in output, and I think then once you see the Star Forces going higher, probably like CRA to 21 and the other pieces going up into like transfer 20 into for the superior stuff, at that point you probably want to start looking at min-maxing on your WSE and getting those lines that you want there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, if that's all you need today, then I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And pray for Shining Star Force.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Like they should just tell us if we have it or not already. Like it's 2 weeks out, or supposedly, right?
Yeah. Is it hang on. Events. Let's see if because I have not kept this one up to date. 13 week of July. Yeah. So these are all hide rows. There we go. Which means that this one can hide, and this one is of course hide as well. If I ever totally uncollapse this, these blocks are going to be so long. Yeah. Oh, this is a little weird. Can I not? Oh, it's because it's a little narrow. There we go. Yeah, we just have 2 more Sunny Sundays to go. Well, 1 more actually, yeah. 1 more in this event, and then July 20th is the next update already. It's next week. No. And then it would be the first one if it is. So, hopefully they have a stream preview, and then hopefully they can confirm it during that. I mean, everyone's going to be all over them if there is. So, they should be prepared to answer that. Yeah. Well, let's hope, because I'm sitting on some money, hoping to get my DA to the next level.
Yeah, you got like 200 bills sitting.
Yeah, I think I have Yeah, I have it in 3 places now because it's over 200, so you can't even keep it in your storage and on your character
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah, I think I have like 93 on one character and then 51 somewhere. And then like another 70 or something. Oh, my mom is standing next to me in game. Yeah, so well, I spent also quite some on the WC Legendary on the MMT. So that yeah, took off a little bit again, but yeah, like within a week you're in that bag, so should probably be getting closer to 210, 220 again by the end of the week. You know, hopefully like 220, 230 by Shining. Hopefully that can get my Arcanes done, maybe CRA done at 22. Yep. Or bump some 20 abs. I mean, there's so many options. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the nice part for DA as well that they scale off of Star Force, right? So hopefully that in total can help me as well ascend to the next level. The combination of final, because I'm also, if I was in full Abzo, I would already be upgraded compared to now. Like if I was in 20 Abzo, but because of the, because I'm still using the old Tyrants, right? 10-star Tyrants, and then 10-star Tyrants base stats are just so good, plus Flame Advantage, but you know, barely any Star Force on them, so I'm missing out on all of that scaling. So it'd be nice to finally be able to dip into that. Probably gonna try to get the weapon at 21 as well, now that I have 8 backups.
Yeah.
Don't even have to safeguard, so that'll be nice. But yeah, that'll be probably one of the later expenses I do. Okay, cool. Anything else? Anything else you can think of?
No, that's it. Everything.
All right, cool. Well, good luck on everything, and I'll see you in chat.
You too.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.